Hello, kids! Welcome to our YouTube channel, Mind Bloom. I am Miss D, your teacher for today. So today, we're gonna learn about GCF or greatest common factor. So how do we get the GCF or the greatest common factor of two or more numbers? Okay. Now, before we go to the actual topic of GCF, let us first recall a very important topic that you need to master or you need to know by heart in order for you to get GCF. No? So, if you remember, we have a topic on prime factorization. So, what is prime factorization again? Simplihan lang natin. If we have two numbers, let's say 12 and 36, basically, to get the prime factors, using this process that I'm using is continuous division. You think of the factors for 12 and 36. So, maybe we could apply the divisibility rules. So, here we apply divisibility rules. So we know that since they are both even numbers, they are divisible by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6, while 36 divided by 2 is 18. Then again, they're divisible by 2. So you see, prime factorization and divisibility rules are the foundation knowledge that you need to know or you need to master para magaling kayong kumuha ng GCF or greatest common factor. So 6 divided by 2, that's 3, and 18 divided by 2, that's 9. Then finally, if you look at 3 and 9, they still have common. Okay, common factors. So that would be 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay. Now, remember, in prime factorization, we just list down, let's say, what are the factors of 12? So that would be 2 times 2 times 3 times 1. On the other hand, or we could just, actually, we could remove 1, no? Because that's already. And then, if we list down the factors or prime factors of 36, that would be 2 times 2 times 3. So, lahat na nandito sa side. And then, you have times 3. Okay. Now that we have listed down the prime factors, diba? Very, very easy lamang ito. We can now get, finally, the GCF. And how do we get the GCF? As the name implies, greatest common factor. So we have listed down the factors here. We now just have to compare the factors and look for the common ones. So you have here 2, and then 2 again, and then 3. So their GCF is 2 times 2 times 3. So that would be 12. O, diba? Very easy lang. Okay. So that is how we get greatest common factor. So if you do continuous division, like what we did here, you could just get all the factors that are here. Yun na yung common nila. So you just 2 times 2 times 3, and that is 12. Very, very, very easy. So let's have some practice. To practice our knowledge about greatest common factor, let's look at the following set of items or set of numbers. So the instruction says, get the GCF of the following pairs or group of numbers. So let's start with the first one. So for the first one, we have 48 and 86. Let us apply continuous division. So for here, as you can see, they are both even numbers. So they are divisible by 2. So 48 divided by 2, that would be 24. And 86 divided by 2 is 43. So do you think they have other common factors? 24 and 43? So they're not divisible by 2 because they're not, both of the, 43 is not even. Ano pa? So, pag ginagawa nyo to, all you have to do is go through the divisibility rules that you know. So, not divisible by 2, not divisible by 3. Okay? Kasi yung sum nung 3 and 4 is 7 and it should be divisible by 3. Not divisible by 4, and so on. Actually, 43 is already a prime number. So, to get the GCF, simply remember, you just look at the common factors here on the left, and that is 2. So, the GCF of 48 and 86 is simply 2. Okay, let's proceed to our next given number. Next pair of numbers, we have 52 and 104. So we know that both are divisible by 2 since they are even numbers. So 52 divided by 2 is 26. 104 divided by 2 is 52. So next thing you do is again, think of a prime factor. So again, they're divisible by 2. So 26 divided by 2 is 13. 52 divided by 2 is 26. So you could see the pattern, no? Na parang yung isa ay factor ng isa. But let's continue further. The only common factors that they have is 13. So 13 divided by 13 is 1. 26 divided by 13 is 2. So again, if we get the prime factors or the GCF, greatest common factors will be 2 times 2 times 13. So the answer here is 52. So the GCF of 52 and 104 is 52. Now, I'll give you a tip. Oh, ito tip. If you know, if you could see that the other number, which is the smaller number, is already a factor of the bigger number, then, wag na kayo mag-solve. Ito na agad yung greatest common factor niya. So, I've just shown you how it's done para alam niyo yung long process, but that's a very good tip. If you know that the smaller number is already a factor of the bigger number, then you could not solve at all, especially no kung sa exams nyo to ginagamit pang pa-save ng oras. And automatically, that would be the GCF of the given pair of numbers. Okay, for the last last pair, let's proceed with the last group of numbers. We have 81, 180, and 96. So all of them are divisible by 3. Okay? So when you divide by 3, that would be 81 divided by 3 is 27. 180 divided by 3 is 60. And 96 divided by 3 is what? It's 32. And then, you could see that they are all divisible by what? 27 is divisible by 3. Also, 60 is also divisible by 3. But, the 32 is not divisible by 3. So, dapat yung factor dito, dapat lahat silang tatlo divisible doon. For you to say that it's a common factor to all. But, can you think of other numbers? Hindi pwedeng 2. Hindi rin pwedeng 3. How about 4? Hindi rin pwedeng 4. Gawa ng 27. Of course, not 5, 6, 7, Okay, 8, 9, 10. So, wala. Wala na, no? So, in this case, we stop here and we say that the GCF is equal to 3. Okay? So, dapat common siya sa lahat. So, it's a bit confusing kasi may mga factors na common lang sa dalawa. But, remember, we are looking for the greatest common factor of all the given numbers in the group. Okay, so that is the end of our discussion for today. So just a recap, we have applied our knowledge on prime factorization as well as divisibility rules. And we have used them to get the greatest common factors of pairs or groups of numbers. So, di ba, madaling-madali lang yung lesson natin today. So, if you like our lesson today and you want more, don't forget to click the subscribe and notification button so that you'll be notified whenever we have new videos. So remember, have fun while learning. Bye-bye!